Hey guys, if you're only going to read 5 thrillers for the rest of your existence, even though I don't know why anyone would do that, these should be the ones.
Ruh-roh.
Jinkies.
First up, the book that left me so traumatized. I did not want to move. I remember it was 2017, November. I was alone in the bedroom. I turned the last pages and I was too scared to move out of the bed because I was just chilled to the bone. The Secrets She Keeps by the magnificent Australian icon, Michael Robotham. I can see why this got made into a TV show. Stephen King likes it. It's iconic. Everyone has an idea of what their perfect life is. For Agatha, it's Megan Shaughnessy's. 2 women from vastly different socioeconomic backgrounds, both pregnant. Their paths collide and the story unravels from there. Shocking, bone-chilling, so twisted, so well written. Michael knows how to draw you in from the start. He did not let me go. He gripped me, he held on to me, and he did not let me go until the final crazy page. Maybe don't read it if you're pregnant. You'll get scared, extra scared, triple dipple. Secondly, The Woman in the Window. I know people take the absolute piss out of the whole woman, girl, woman in the car, woman on a train, woman on a bus, woman in a, girl on a boat.
I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Everybody look at me 'cause I'm sailing on a boat.
There was a movie that took the absolute piss out of it, but this was fantastic. It's an absolute cliche. It kept me on the edge of my seat and I was turning the pages so fast and I couldn't put it down. But I could not put it down. I wanted to because it's hefty, but it's so good. So we've got an unreliable narrator, we've got agoraphobia, we've got alcoholism, we've got a possible death of a family member, and we don't actually know what's really accurate because, like I said, the narrator is extremely unreliable. I like unreliable narrators. I find them fun. I kind of like thinking, are you crazy? She's in this house. She's got agoraphobia, so she doesn't leave, and then she's watching these insane, creepy movies, and we're kind of getting the sense that something's going on across the street. She's looking out at these people, but is she really seeing what she's seeing? We do not know because she's unreliable. Number 3 is the TikTok sensation, the thriller that everyone talks about, the one that everyone has read and their mum has and their dog may want to, but it's so good. The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. It was very original. I will say that. I have read nothing even vaguely similar to this one. I feel like with some thrillers, Verity, etc., you kind of get the sense that there's about 5 others that are versions. But with this, there's nothing like it. So it's about an artist called Alicia. Her husband, Gabrielle, I'm just reading the back to jog my memory of the names. Gabrielle returns home late from work and Alicia shoots him 5 times in the face. Then she never speaks another word. So she never talks, never explains herself. And then she ends up in a psychiatric unit in North London. And then there's a psychiatrist or a psychologist, criminal psychotherapist. He's captivated by her story. He wants to figure out why she won't speak and what really went on. So he jumps at the chance to work with her basically and find out what the happened. I can see why it went viral, for good reason. I don't want to like you, but I really do. It was so good. And it's not just the gold, beautiful cover. This is a collector's edition, by the way, but Verity by Colleen Hoover. It's worth the hype. I don't want to like it, but I do. And if you like this, you'll really like The Wife, I was going to say The Housemaid Upstairs, The Wife Upstairs by Freida McFadden. They're very similar, but different enough that you can enjoy both. So I read Verity last year, and I've just read The Wife Upstairs. Both fantastic. Verity, I think we've all read it by now. If you haven't, open it if you dare and give it a crack. I think we all know that Colleen's been in some drama lately, and if you want to avoid her for that reason, go right ahead, but you're missing out on this one, and it's very, very, very good. So, author, Verity, she's written this wildly successful series. However, she's been in a horrific accident and she's had brain damage and she can't finish her very successful series. So her husband hires Lowen, or is it Ashley Lowen? Or is it just Lowen Ashley? I think it's Lowen Ashley. He hires Lowen Ashley to complete the series. She's a struggling author, so she jumps at the chance. And of course, she moves in to do it, because why wouldn't you? So she's moved in with the husband. Verity's upstairs, and she goes into Verity's study to find some notes to work from to complete the series. And it unravels from there. She finds things, and we don't know what she's actually found. We don't know whether it's real or false. Is it a journal, a diary, reality, part of the books? Is it notes? So good. So if you haven't read it and you don't want to avoid Colleen on principle, give it a read. My absolute favourite book from 2024, Then She Was Gone, by the wonderful Lisa Jewell, who writes beautiful, poetic prose that somehow grabs you by the heart, makes you want to cry, but still leaves you tingling and just fearing for your life. She's amazing. So I can't wait to read more of her. This one was really sad. So it's about Laurel. So her daughter Ellie has gone missing. I think it's been 10 years. She doesn't really know what happened to her daughter. So as a parent, obviously, this one tugs at your heartstrings. And as we find out what really happened, there's a subplot. So Laurel, obviously her life has been on hold and she's been distraught and the family has broken down. She finally is ready to date again, the mum. So she's out dating, and the guy she meets, it all ties in to her daughter's disappearance, but not in the way you might expect. Yeah, just really well done. The sentences were beautiful. It was crafted really nicely. So it was beautiful prose, fantastic plot, and the best book of last year, easily. And how could I do a thriller video without mentioning my sweet, sweet #1 New York Times bestseller, Freida McFadden. These are the two that I have to hand. I own a couple more. You can kind of read any Freida and you won't be disappointed. They're all as twisted and as crazy and as exciting, captivating as each other. This one's not my favorite. This one's fantastic. The Housemaid is Watching. The Housemaid, the original one, fantastic. Ward D's great, Never Lie. The Crash. The Wife Upstairs. They're so good. The Boyfriend, all of them. So Freida McFadden, just had to do a shout out to her because she knows how to write thrillers that will get you out of the slumpiest of slumps. So those are my picks for the wildest, craziest, most twisted thrillers that I have read in the past decade. That sounds wild, but that's when I started reading thrillers. It was a decade ago that I entered the world of twistedness, and I haven't really looked back. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye. Peace out, hombre. Peace out.